Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today with one simple message. You are not limited. No matter what you face, no matter what you've been told, no matter the obstacles standing in your way, there is power within you to break free, rise higher, and walk into the life you were created for. But it all begins with one thing, the mind. You see, the greatest limitations we face are often not external. They are not the walls built by society, not the voices of doubters. No, the greatest limitations lie within us. They are the beliefs we hold, the mindset that says, I can't. The thoughts that whisper, you're not enough. You'll never make it. But those voices are lying. They don't speak the truth about who you are, and they don't know the future that's waiting for you. The moment you change your mindset, the moment you choose to believe in yourself, you unlock the door to unlimited possibilities. The question is, are you ready to open that door? Listen to me. Fear is the enemy of progress. Fear tells you that you're not ready. Fear tells you that you're too weak, that you failed too many times to try again. But I need you to hear me clearly. Fear has no power unless you give it power. Fear is a shadow that vanishes the moment you step into the light of your potential. Every time you face fear, you grow stronger. Every time you silence that voice that tells you you can't, you're one step closer to your breakthrough. I know some of you are carrying scars from the past. You've fallen, you've made mistakes. But I want to tell you today, you are not your mistakes. Your failures don't define you. They refine you. Those missteps were not the end of your story. They were the lessons that prepared you for the next chapter. You are still here. You are still breathing. And as long as there's breath in your lungs, there's still time for a comeback. So don't let your past hold you back. Step into your future with boldness and confidence. That future is not defined by what you've lost. Now, I need you to understand something very important. Growth never happens in comfort. When you want to unlock the true power within you, you have to get uncomfortable. We love comfort, don't we? We love what feels safe, what feels familiar. But nothing grows in the soil of comfort. The roots of your strength, the depth of your purpose, they grow in the struggle, in the challenge, in the discomfort. Let me say it again. It is in the struggle that you find your strength. You are stronger than you think. But you'll never know the power that's in you unless you allow yourself to face the very thing you fear. Step into the discomfort. It's not the end of the road. It's the doorway to something greater. And listen to me. Your purpose is bigger than your pain. Whatever you're going through right now, whatever challenges you're facing, whatever storm you're walking through, know this, it will not last forever. Your pain is temporary. Your purpose is eternal. There's something greater on the other side of your pain. There's a strength, a wisdom, a victory waiting for you on the other side that you can't even begin to imagine. You are not what you've been through. You are what you choose to become. You are what you are willing to fight for. And I don't know about you, but I believe in fighting for my destiny. I believe in pushing through the pain, in moving forward even when it doesn't make sense. Your purpose is still unfolding. Your story isn't over yet. But here's the thing. You gotta take action. You can believe in your dreams all day long, but belief without action is just wishful thinking. It's not enough to sit and wait for your destiny to come to you. You have to step out and claim it. You have to knock on doors even when they look closed. You have to move even when you don't know exactly how you're going to make it. Your destiny is not going to find you while you sit on the sidelines. It's waiting for you to make your move. Today I challenge you, stop limiting yourself. Break free from the chains of your past and the prison of your fears. Unlock your limitations and step into the power, the purpose, and the destiny that have always been inside of you. You are more than enough. You are capable of more than you know, and the time to rise is now. Let's unlock those limitations together. The greatest limitations we face are often not physical barriers or external forces. So many of us go through life thinking that we can't achieve something because of the beliefs we've internalized about who we are or what we're capable of. The power of our minds is incredible, but we often underestimate it. We tell ourselves, I'm not good enough, or that's too big of a dream for me. These thoughts create invisible walls around us that we can't see, but we feel them. They hold us back, paralyze us, and keep us stuck in places we don't need to be. The real truth is, the moment you decide to change your mindset, you begin to break free. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your self-talk, these are the things that shape your reality. If you change the way you think, if you change the narrative you tell yourself about who you are and what you can do, then the world around you begins to shift. You will begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You will see strength in yourself where you once saw weakness. The key to unlocking your limitations lies in the power of your mind. So many people are living beneath their potential because they are bound by the thoughts that tell them they can't go further. But your potential is not determined by your past or by the voices of doubt that surround you. It is determined by what you believe about yourself. And that belief, it starts in your mind. When you start to change how you think, everything else changes too. You have the power to tell yourself a different story. You have the power to break free from the prison of your own thinking. The battle is not out there in the world. It's inside your mind. And once you recognize that, once you realize that you have the authority to change your thought patterns, you will begin to unlock doors you thought were locked forever. So understand this, the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. And the only thing that can hold you back is your mindset. It's time to break free. It's time to change the way you think about yourself, about your future, and about your capacity to succeed. When you begin to see yourself as limitless, the world around you starts to reflect that truth. Fear is one of the most powerful forces that can hold us back from reaching our true potential. It convinces us that we are incapable, that we're not worthy of success, and that the risks we face are too great to overcome. But here's the truth. Fear only has power when you allow it to. It's a liar. It tells you that you're not ready, that you're too weak, that you don't have what it takes. But the moment you choose to step past that fear, to keep moving forward despite it, you begin to take away its power. What you may not realize is that fear isn't an obstacle. It's an invitation to grow. Every time you face fear, you are growing stronger. Fear shows up when you're on the edge of something big. It's the mind's way of testing whether you're truly ready to step into a new season of your life. If fear is present, it means you're on the verge of something great. The trick is, don't let it paralyze you. Don't let fear be the reason you stay small. Fear tries to make you believe that the unknown is dangerous, that stepping outside your comfort zone is a risk you can't afford to take. But the reality is, staying where you are, holding on to what's familiar, can be the most dangerous thing of all. The greatest risks in life often come when we refuse to step into the unknown. The greatest rewards come when we dare to move forward, when we push past fear, and when we trust that we're capable of handling whatever comes next. You can't let fear define your future. If you want to unlock your limitations, you have to break free from the grip that fear has on your life. You must start living with courage, Not because fear disappears, but because you choose to move forward in spite of it. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the willingness to take action even when fear is present. Think about the times in your life when you overcame something that seemed impossible. It wasn't because you weren't afraid. It was because you moved through the fear. You took that first step when everything in you screamed to stay put. And in doing so, you found out that the fear you were facing was far less powerful than the strength you had inside you all along. So let fear be your signal that you're on the verge of something powerful. Let it be the motivation to step out, take that leap, and trust that the strength you need is already inside of you. When you stop listening to the voice of fear and start listening to the voice of your potential, you will realize that there is nothing that can hold you back. Fear will no longer control you because you've chosen to move forward no matter what. Too many people define themselves by their past mistakes, failures, and missed opportunities. We've all made decisions we regret, been through struggles we'd rather forget, and faced challenges that seemed insurmountable. And yet, some of us carry these experiences as a heavy weight, believing that they are a permanent reflection of who we are. But let me tell you something that will change your life if you believe it. You are not your mistakes. Your mistakes are not a tattoo that marks your identity. They are simply chapters in your story, moments that have shaped you but don't define you. You see, there's a difference between being shaped by your past and being confined by it. The past might be part of your story, but it doesn't have to be the whole story. Your history does not have the final say in who you are or who you're going to become. You are more than the sum of your failures. Every time you make a mistake, every time you face a setback, you gain something invaluable, a lesson. And those lessons are not there to hold you back. They are there to propel you forward. When you learn from what you've been through, you transform pain into wisdom. You turn failure into fuel for your future. But that transformation can't happen if you're still holding on to the belief that you're defined by what went wrong. Listen to me. It's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up. What matters is not the missteps you've taken, but the way you rise after each one. If you've been knocked down, don't let that be where you stay. Rise with purpose. Rise with the belief that the mistakes of your past do not have the power to limit your future. The only way to fail for good is to stop trying, to stop learning, and to stop growing. You may have made choices you regret, but they do not have to dictate your future. There's always time for a fresh start. There's always an opportunity for redemption. You are not defined by the mistakes you've made. You are defined by your willingness to keep moving forward. Your future is not written in the ink of your past. It's written in the decisions you make today. Every moment is a chance to create a new chapter, a new beginning, a new version of yourself. So stop carrying the weight of your past mistakes as if they are shackles. Let go of the guilt, the shame, and the fear that come with it. You are not your past. You are your future. And as long as you're still breathing, you have the power to change the direction of your life. The past might have shaped you, but it doesn't have the power to limit you unless you allow it to. The only thing that matters now is what you choose to do next. And the next step is always forward. Growth doesn't happen when you're sitting comfortably in familiar surroundings. It doesn't happen when you're sticking to the routine, playing it safe, and staying in the places that feel secure. No, true growth comes when you step into the unknown, when you challenge yourself to do what feels uncomfortable, what feels unfamiliar, what feels risky. That's where real progress. Comfort zones are traps. They make you feel safe, but they also limit you. Think about the last time you made significant progress in your life. It wasn't when everything was easy, was it? It wasn't when you stayed in your comfort zone following the same path over and over again. No, it was when you stepped out, when you decided to take a leap of faith, when you faced a challenge that seemed bigger than what you thought you could handle. That's when growth happens. And let me tell you something important. If you want to unlock your limitations, you have to get uncomfortable. People avoid discomfort because they fear failure, they fear rejection, they fear the unknown. But let me tell you, it's the discomfort that's going to stretch you. It's the discomfort that's going to push you past your limits and into new territory. That fear you feel when stepping into the unfamiliar, that's the feeling of potential being unleashed. You are never going to know just how strong, just how capable, just how powerful you are unless you allow yourself to face what scares you. Think of a muscle. To make it stronger, you don't let it sit still and rest all day. You put it under strain. You challenge it. You push it further than it's ever gone before. And in doing so, that muscle grows stronger. Your personal strength works the same way. Every time you push past the discomfort, every time you say yes to that opportunity that seems too big, every time you rise after a setback, you are growing stronger. And each step out of your comfort zone creates the foundation for the next level of success. Now, I know it's easier to stay where you are. It feels safer. You know what to expect. But if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. That means you'll never experience the fullness of what you're capable of. You'll never reach the heights you're meant to reach. The truth is, comfort zones are the enemy of progress. There are opportunities waiting for you in the unknown. There are breakthroughs waiting for you in the places you've been avoiding. But to get there, you have to embrace discomfort. You have to be willing to step into the unknown and trust that you will rise to the occasion. The discomfort isn't a sign to turn back. It's a sign that you're on the right path. So challenge yourself today. Don't shy away from the things that make you nervous or uncertain. Instead, run toward them. Every step you take outside of your comfort zone is a step toward unlocking the true power within you. You have the strength, and it's only when you're willing to step outside of what feels safe that you will discover just how far you can go. No matter what you've gone through, no matter how deep the pain or how heavy the struggles, there's one truth you must cling to. Your purpose is always bigger than your pain. We all face hardships, losses, and moments that test our very will to keep moving forward. But I need you to hear this. The challenges you face are not the end of your story. They may be difficult chapters, but they are just that. Chapters. Your story isn't defined by your pain. It's shaped by how you rise above it. Life has a way of throwing curveballs when we least expect it. You can be walking through a season of success one moment, and the next moment life knocks you to your knees. It feels unfair. You wonder why you have to endure so much while others seem to have it easier. But I want you to understand something today. Your pain has purpose. It might feel senseless, but if you allow it, that pain will refine you, strengthen you, and give you the wisdom you need to fulfill your destiny. You see, every struggle you face is a test of your resilience. Every hardship, every setback, every loss is an opportunity for you to dig deeper and find the strength you never knew you had. And it's in these moments when it seems like all is lost that your purpose begins to shine through. It is in the darkest times that the light of your calling becomes the brightest. Sometimes it's hard to see the purpose when you're in the middle of the storm. It's hard to understand why things aren't going your way or why the road ahead seems so unclear. But trust me, you are being prepared for something greater. The challenges are not random. They are part of the journey. They are building your character, developing your patience, and teaching you lessons that will be crucial for your future success. Your pain is preparing you for a level of greatness you can't yet comprehend. If you can hold on through the tough times, if you can find the strength to keep moving when everything in you wants to give up, you will come out of it stronger and wiser. You will look back and see how far you've come and realize that it was all part of a divine process designed to push you closer to your purpose. And let me tell you something else. The purpose that's waiting for you on the other side is worth every tear, every struggle, and every moment of pain. You are not going through this for nothing. Your pain will not go to waste. Every tear you've shed, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, it's all shaping you, preparing you to walk into the destiny that's been set aside just for you. The world needs what you're carrying. Your pain is not in vain. It is the very thing that will propel you into your purpose. You are not defined by your struggles, but by your ability to rise above them and use them as stepping stones toward greatness. So I urge you, don't let your pain make you quit. Let it fuel you. Let it remind you that your purpose is still waiting for you. The best is yet to come, and you are being prepared to walk into it stronger, wiser, and more equipped than you ever imagined. Your story is still being written, and your purpose is greater than the pain you've endured. Hold on. It's all leading you to something far beyond what you could ever dream. Belief is a powerful thing, but it's not enough to just believe. You can dream, you can hope, and you can have all the faith in the world, but if you don't take action, nothing will change. The key to unlocking your limitations lies not just in what you think or feel, but in what you do. Too many people sit on the sidelines waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect set of circumstances. But the truth is, the perfect time is now. The life you want, the dreams you hold, the future you desire, it won't just fall into your lap. You have to get up and go after it. You have to make a decision today that you will no longer wait for things to happen. You will create opportunities instead of waiting for them. You will take action even when it's hard, even when it feels uncertain, even when you're not sure how it will all work out. You have to move, even when you don't see the whole staircase. Action is what turns your faith into reality. If you keep waiting for everything to be perfect before you make a move, you'll be waiting forever. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. Life moves, and if you want to be a part of it, you have to move with it. Step out in faith. Take that leap even when you can't see the full picture. The first step doesn't have to be big, but it must be taken. Every step you take, no matter how small, gets you closer to where you're meant to be. And let me be clear, action is not just about physical movement. It's about mindset and perseverance. It's about showing up day in and day out with the determination that no matter the obstacles, no matter the setbacks, no matter how many doors close in your face, you will keep moving forward. Success is not a destination, it's a journey, and the only way to make progress is to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Even when it seems like the path is unclear, you have to trust yourself enough to take the first step. Even when you're unsure of the outcome, you must trust that the right opportunities will reveal themselves as you move forward. It's in the doing that the breakthroughs happen. It's in the action that the doors you've been waiting for begin to open. But you will never know unless you start. You may not have everything figured out yet, and that's okay. None of us do. But I promise you this, if you don't move, you'll never know what could have been. Your destiny is waiting for you to take the action necessary to bring it into reality. No one else can do it for you. It's your life, your dream, and your responsibility to take action and make it happen. So let today be the day you stop waiting. Stop waiting for the perfect circumstances, the perfect time, the perfect moment of inspiration. Start today. Move forward with everything you have and watch how everything begins to shift around you. When you take action, you unlock doors you didn't even know were there. You step into the life you've always wanted, one decision at a time. Today, we've talked about unlocking your limitations, and what I want you to understand is this. The only thing standing between you and the life you're meant to live is you. The beliefs you hold, the fears you face, the mistakes you've made, they don't have to define you. You are not bound by your past, your failures, or the comfort zones you've built. You are capable of greatness, and that greatness starts when you choose to believe in your potential, when you choose to take action, and when you choose to step out of what's familiar. The path ahead won't always be easy, but it's always worth it. Yes, you will face obstacles. Yes, you will have setbacks. Yes, there will be times when you feel like giving up. But remember, your purpose is greater than your pain. Your purpose is greater than your fear. Your purpose is greater than the doubts that try to hold you back. The only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. Today is the day to stop making excuses, to stop living beneath your potential, and to start making moves. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it doesn't exist. Take that first step. Move with faith, even when the road is unclear. Step into your power and your purpose and begin the journey of becoming the person you were always meant to be. The world needs what you carry. You have a unique gift, a story, a calling that only you can fulfill. Your future is waiting for you to unlock it. It's time to rise, to move forward, and to make your mark. So I leave you with this. You are not limited. You are limitless. And your best days, your brightest moments are just ahead. The time is now. Let's unlock your potential and let's watch you soar. Thank you.